So this is the zombie look that I've created for you guys today, and I'm going to try and tutorial it. So first I started off with a purpley red lipstick, and I just put this in the dip of my neck and around my shoulder blades, and I smudged it with a fluffy brush. You really don't have to be neat when you're doing this bit because hey, you're a zombie. So then I went in with some black eyeshadow. Again, does not have to be neat. This is just to give it a little bit more depth, and you're basically trying to look for all the different nooks and crannies to make it sort of deeper, to make you look like you're starving and you're dead and really thin and fragile. So we're going to bring that up the neck. Again, doesn't have to be neat, really don't have to worry about it. So now I'm looking really starving and really unwell, which is a good start. Next I'm going to go on to the eyes. Now I'm taking the same lipstick colour and I'm putting it under and over the eyes. Again, doesn't have to be neat because we're going to smudge that out. This is to make ourselves look a little bit infected. Then I'm going to take just a matte eyeshadow, which is sort of like a nudie brown, and I'm going to attempt to make my cheeks look a little bit more hollow because I want that gaunt look, because I want to look like I'm really hungry and I haven't had food and I'm dead, and we're going to bring this under the chin as well. So once I've done that, I'm going to just buff it in and make it look sort of natural-ish. I'm going to contour my nose to make it look like it's a little bit thinner than it is, and then just buff that out with a fluffy brush. I'm also going to put the same colour around my nostrils just to make it look really unwell and deadly. And don't forget your Cupid's bow. So then, exactly the same colour, I'm going to take that around my hairline just because it makes it look sort of like my skin is really old and decaying. And basically, you don't have to be precise with this, you can put it anywhere you want. I'm just sort of winging it. So yeah, you do that all around your hairline. I've gone under my eye with a black eyeshadow, and I'm just trying to sort of make my bags look really sort of 3D, trying to do that. So just smudge it out and do it until you're happy with it. So once I've done this on both eyes, I'm going to put a little bit of black eyeshadow on top as well, just so my eyes are really dark, and attempting to make them look kind of sunk in. So just do this until you're happy with it. Once I've done the base, I'm going to do a massive scar on my face. So I have taken the lipstick colour with a lip brush, and I'm just plotting out where I want the scar to be. I'm then going to use this great stuff called Rigid Collodion, which sort of looks like nail varnish, and basically you layer this up. I did about 10 coats, and it basically tightens the skin and makes it look like it's a really old deep scar. As you can see, it is so effective. It's one of my favourite makeup products. So once I did the scar, I'm then going around the hairline and in bits of the face that I want to have veins, and I'm slowly doing that very subtly to try and make it look like my blood vessels are popping out. So now this is the scar and the base and the veins and me looking very skinny. Next we're going to go onto the mouth. I want my mouth to look really chipped and chapped and cracked and just really sore. We're looking for that sore. So I'm also going in the corners of my mouth and just basically smudging that out and making it look like I have been eating some sort of brain. So I'm going to go in with the black eyeshadow as well, because I want my mouth to look very dead and disgusting. And this is what I look like so far. Next we're going to go on to something a lot more cooler. Now this is gelatin. I've never used gelatin before. It's such an interesting product. You can melt it in the microwave. Make sure it's cool before putting it on. Basically you just want to play around with texture. It doesn't matter. As long as it looks raised from the skin, just make sure you've smoothed the edges out. I'm then going to go over with a Ben Nye colourless powder. This basically sets the gelatin so it's not all sticky and it's easy to work with. I'm then going to go in with my Illustrator FX Palette with the Aged Blood colour, and basically again this is completely up to you. Do what you want with it. I just painted a lot of blood because I wanted it to be gory. These are alcohol activated paints, so they can be quite hard to get off. You need to use alcohol. Do not use these near the eyes. So I'm going in with more blood colours, and this is what it looks like so far. Pretty disgusting, I think, but I'm going to fill that with loads of disgusting stuff like pus. There you go, yummy. And that's pretty much it. Just play around with this look until you're happy with it.